channel.
I love you. Welcome to my channel. I had a very strong urge to paint flowers on my face. And I think that when you have urges like that, you should follow through. So I did. I was feeling very uninspired until a beautiful lady, Lil Reds, tagged me in a no brow challenge. So I got rid of my brows and turned them into flowers. Browers. Flows? I don't know. Anyways, I know this isn't exactly an everyday look for most, but watch it anyways. First, we have to get rid of our brows with a glue stick. I haven't perfected the glue stick brow method, but this is how I like to do it. After coating all my brow hair with glue, I like to comb them down with a spoolie or a little brow brush, and then I like to wipe off the excess glue and flatten the brows right down onto my forehead. Once the first layer of glue is dry, I use a beauty blender with some translucent powder and again push them down with the powder. Then you just put another layer of glue over the powder and flatten it down, and you do this until you have enough coverage. I think for this brow cover I did about 6 layers of glue and powder. I like to put my Kat Von D hydrating primer in base after I do my brows because it helps to smooth out the yucky edges. Next, I'm applying my Kat Von D Lock It foundation, and I decided to put this over my brows so that I could color correct them before using concealer. Next, I'm concealing with my Kat Von D Lock It concealer cream under my eyes and in anywhere that needs a little bit of extra help, and then color correcting my brows with Suburbia by Sugarpill because it's a nice pinky peachy color. Then just buffing all of that out with my damp Real Technique sponge. While I'm setting all of my foundation and concealer with powder, I'm also putting powder over top of the color correcting eyeshadow so it doesn't mix with the concealer. Color correcting the bluish grayish color with the peachy pink helped to conceal them so much. When I was blending it out, I blended out just the edges because I wanted to keep a lot of coverage. Then just setting all of that heavy concealer with a generous layer of translucent powder. After dusting away all the powder, I was pretty meh about this brow cover. I contoured with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but you've seen me do it a million times, so you're not going to see it this time. I'm using the matte white shade from Sugarpill just as a base to paint over. Next, I'm using Suburbia by Sugarpill just to plop down some flower placement. Next, I used a little bit of Hotsy Totsy by Sugarpill just to decide where the center of each flower would be. Then I started sketching out where petals would be using my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I used the colors Red Ochre and Love Letter. Then using my White Rabbit gel liner by OFRA Cosmetics, I'm adding a highlight to some of the petals. Then going back in with those same colors from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm just cleaning up the lines and the shading that we lost when we added the highlights. After I was done highlighting and shading each flower, I took a little bit of Suburbia on a fluffy brush and just made everything a bit softer. Then using a tiny brush and some Poison Apple Liquid Lipstick by Lasplash, I'm going in to make some more defined lines and some darker shading. Used Acidberry by Sugarpill to start sketching in where I was going to put some leaves. Then using Midori, also by Sugarpill, I started adding shading and some more detail, and then I used some matte black to add some extra veins on the leaves. Next, I put on some mascara and then put on heiress lashes by Sugarpill. Then I used my NYX Sweet Cheeks palette to put on 87 pounds of blush and started adding white dots with my Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liner in Bump. I also added a little bit of blush to the tip of my nose because it's cutesy. As a base for my lips, I used Magic Wand Ultra Satin Lip by Colourpop because it's sticky, and then I added all kinds of different blushes on top and smudged it all out. Then I drew on some bottom lashes with my Pony Cosmetics Pegasus liner and added a little bit of extra pink shading to my bottom lid and my crease. A little bit of glow on my nose and my cheeks, a little bit of white on my inner rim, put on my wig, and then I was done. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for some more weird stuff.